So I am taking or assuming my client's tree, which is in decline and requires diagnostics or treatment, is a crab apple or the genus Malus, which is a native North American deciduous tree that differs from the orchard apple by bearing very small fruits. It's an ornamental tree known for superior jelly making properties and preservatives. And I'm taking this tree and I'm identifying it as crab apple because obviously there are apples which can be seen here, and the leaf arrangements in this let me see, these buds are showing kind of opposite arrangement, but they are in an alternate arrangement. And yeah, like here they are in an alternate arrangement, kind of like opposite but on different distances. And their leaves are oval shaped and serrated, and the bark is grayish brown and scaly, and it is very easy to peel off. And these are medium sized trees which can grow up to 15 to 25 feet high. I think this tree is around 8 or something feet. I don't have accurate measurements. And the fruits are very small compared to normal apples. It is of around 2 inches in diameter, and they are edible. So now I look at publication 841, Guide to Nursery and Landscape Plant Production and Integrated Pest Management by Ontario Government. So I'm going to pest management practices. Going to the current time period. Yeah, here it is. It's late September and early October. It's in the 1300 to 1700 growing degree days. Now I am looking at my plant crabapple. The major pest it can be affected during this season is eastern tent caterpillar, and they are shiny grey egg mass bands on small twigs, and the suggested method of treatment to the tree is to prune out the branches. So in this publication 841, there are several plant phenological indicators given for the time period of mid-September to late October, and I am choosing the late blooming stage of Solidago canadiensis or Canadian golden rod, as well as ripening seed stage of Daucus carota or Queen Anne's lace. So here I am in the Frost campus of Fleming College, Lindsay, and I am in the road on the southeastern side of the entrance leading to the heavy equipment department, and on the road side I can clearly see a lot of Canadian goldenrod flowers and plants, and along with that I can see some other indicators as Queen Anne's lace. So these are very showy plants as Canadian goldenrod flowers can be seen from even very far. Here in the normal situation, this Queen Anne's lace flowers which are white, those are also really showing, but in this condition they are in the ripened seed stage. And the Queen Anne's lace is in the late bloom stage. The flowers are seen to be on the wilting stage. So I identified this as Canadian goldenrod because it's an upright perennial herb with the leaves are almost like lance shaped, and they are hairless above and haired below. And the central stems and the apex side, they have branches from which several flowers are sprouted, small yellow flowers. And then in the case of Queen Anne's lace, I identified this because it's a herb-like plant. Now the flowers are not present, but with the flowers, the inflorescence is quite showy with white small flowers. They are around 1 meter tall. These are small plants. They have a hairy stem which can be seen here. Here are the hairs. So now I am looking at different parts of the tree. For any indications of pests. So, but I cannot see any egg formations of eastern ten caterpillar. They are usually seen on the small twigs as shiny, dark colored masses, but I cannot see any such thing right now. But and I cannot see any visible indications of any infestation by eastern ten caterpillar here. But if I am assuming that there is infestation, and then according to the publication 841, I suggest handling situation as suggested by that publication, which is to prune the small branches where the caterpillar is affected, and so these caterpillars are invulnerable in their egg stage, to the pesticides. So it's better to prune out to control the eastern tent caterpillar. But in reality, eastern tent caterpillar has some importance, because even though these caterpillars destroy foliage of these plants, they will grow back in some weeks. Hence, they help in exfoliating the foliage of the tree. So I will try to explain the details to the client, and if the infestation is intolerable, then I will make an appointment for the pruning of the client's tree.